McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They set up the screen to Hill. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Burrow toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here is 3rd and 5. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start by running the option to the right. The quick, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Looking deep here for Chase. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mixon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McPherson on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Jackson on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson options out left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jackson from the shotgun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Burrow. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back in.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and a couple. Jackson, option right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have made it a run-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 3. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-14, a minute 38 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Connecting with Hill.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Here comes second down at 5. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Oh, what a play. Now get to the ball quickly. Got to be ready with another play or get up and spike it.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Jackson.